Okay, so let me ask you a question. What are some of the strategies that you use to save money? Right? Just save, not earn. What are some of these strategies you use to save money? Put your answer in the comment box. I would love to read it. Now, this is not a masterclass on conjuicy, right? That how to save like 2 rupees here and there, how to order less food, how to buy like Decathlon shirts only, all that stuff, right? No. So this is a masterclass on helping you understand a scientific way of saving money intelligently, right? So we will take a look at specific strategies that you can use to save more money and scientific reasons behind it, so that if you implement these strategies, you will become a great saver and that will lead to your financial freedom. So please watch this video till the very end. There are very important concepts involved in it. Now I'm sure that in the comment box I would get answers like that I buy second-hand cars, or I buy like second-hand clothes, or sometimes I borrow my neighbor's shoes, this type of stuff. But that is a very ad hoc way of saving money. Let's discuss some scientific principles around it. So let me outline those scientific principles by sharing my own strategy of learning Spanish. Just bear with me, there is a systematic method to this madness. So let me explain how did I end up learning Spanish at a basic level. So essentially I graduated from INSEAD, and at INSEAD there is a requirement that you need to be at a decent level with 3 languages. So there is an exam that you need to write for your 3rd language. So the 3rd language in my case was Spanish, and I got my acceptance for INSEAD, and then I had a limited amount of time to learn Spanish. So I had 3 to 4 months to learn Spanish before I went to INSEAD. So I downloaded an app called as Duolingo, and Duolingo was a fabulous app. What it did was that, number one, it allowed me to track my progress every day. Every day I could see that, okay, I've completed like these number of chapters or these number of lessons, and it was very graphically presented to me. So it was very easy for me to follow along. So that was one. Second, it allowed me to keep a track of my goals, right? So every day it used to send me a reminder that, hey Akshat, you have missed your Spanish lesson today. Go do it. So I used to do it, right? Because my goal was to get to that B2 level proficiency that INSEAD demanded. Third, it gave me some kind of rewards or awards for clearing certain levels. For example, there was something called as Linglots that I used to get, and I used to feel a little bit happy that, I was learning, making progress, and I was getting rewards along the way. So essentially, every day I used to be motivated to learn Spanish, and for those 4 months, I did not miss a single day in terms of learning Spanish. You might say that, hey Akshat, you know what, this sounds interesting, but what does this have to do with finance and savings and other things? So turns out it has got to do a lot, because the principles remain the same. In order to save more, you need to do the same 3 things that I did while learning Spanish. Number 1, you need to keep a track of your goals. Number 2, you need to keep a track of your spending. Number 3, you need to create a type of a reward system for you that encourages you to save more and more. Because these days there are so many apps that will make you splurge more money. Your credit cards will make you splurge more money. There is an entire video on this topic. You can watch it here. Bottom line is that there are apps that would make you pour more money, because that is the way they will get rich. But you need to use these scientific principles, design a system for yourself to save more. That is going to be critical for your financial well-being. So let's try to understand the current systems, how they are making you spend more money and how you're not able to even track your finances, by doing a small Q&A. And in the final section of the video, I am going to show you how you can use FI, which is a neobank or a new age bank that can allow you to save more money in the long term. Now, the current banking system is poorly designed in the sense that you're not able to track your expenses properly and you're not able to manage your financial health. Let me demonstrate that by asking you a few very simple questions. Number 1, what do you do to track your expenses? Type out your answer in the comment box. I'm sure some of you, 10%, 15% might say that, here Akshat, we create like an Excel spreadsheet. We note down every expense that we are making. Great if you're doing it, but majority of us do not do that, because this is very time consuming. I'm sure that you would agree with this. Now, even if you're doing it, you might not be doing it in a proper way. Let me demonstrate that again. So tell me, in the last 3 months, how many times did you order from Zomato or Swiggy? You would have a hard time figuring it out. You would simply say that, hey, Akshat, let me just go and check my bank statement, and then I can give you an answer. Even if you go and check your bank statement, it would not be very clear and intuitive to you how much money you have spent. It's very difficult to check your bank statements from that angle and get a very clear understanding of how many orders did you place and what was the total spend. So tracking your money, where it is going, becomes really tough for you. Now I'm sure that more than 50% of us be honest with me, more than 50% of us would just literally give up on this type of Excel building exercises altogether, right? We would not sit and create and input all the data entries on an Excel spreadsheet to figure out on how many times we have ordered food online from our apps. I'm sure, and please be honest with me, that at least 50% of us would not even be tracking our expenses, where our money is going. We'll get salary on the first of every month, and by the time it's like 15th, 16th, we'll do away with this exercise that, you know what, it's just too painful to keep inputting data on an Excel spreadsheet. So we'll give up on that exercise, and then again, we are just literally flying blind, right? We do not know where our money is going. Whatever money is saved towards the end of the month, we just somehow go and invest it, if any money is saved at all. In short, if we have to define our relationship with our banks, be it ICICI, HDFC Bank, SBI, our favorite bank, I'm sure that you would agree that, hey, banks give us credit debit cards, they give us loans. And then, once every 3-4 months, our relationship manager calls and he says that, just do an FD and done, right? That's the help that we get. And we go and use the ATM machine to draw cash. So that is all our relationship with our bank is. But banks are supposed to be smart. They are supposed to help you out in terms of managing your finances. Now, this is where neobanks come into the picture, and this is a growing concept in India, and this is a revolutionary concept. I love it because I talk a lot about saving money, and anything that can allow you to save money, I am all pro for it. It excites me to talk about these type of things. So let me show you 3 specific ways in which neobanks can actually make you a better financial planner and help you save your money. Now, before I show you the specific steps, many of you might be wondering that, hey, Akshat, you are suggesting something very dangerous. Neobanks, new age banks, it sound like very crypto-like, very, very difficult, complicated type of stuff. Super risky it might be. Why are you suggesting this? So no, these neobanks in India currently work with already existing banks. For example, if we take a look at Pi, which is one of the prominent neobanks in India, they work in conjunction with Federal Bank. They have an existing partnership, so your money is safe. What is the functionality of Pi? Because you might ask that, hey, why don't I simply go and create an account with Federal Bank? The reason is that Federal Bank does not have functionalities that a finance app can give you. So Pi actually gives you a lot of layers of functionality. The bottom line here is that these neobanks create a layer of functionality. They provide a great interface, great services for you to understand your money, how it's being spent, save your money, and interact with your money in a very intelligent and effective manner. So since Fi gave me an early access to their app, I'm showing you specific functionalities from it. So let me give you 3 very simple basic examples how neobanks can help you save money. So first thing is that they can help you track your expenses in a much better way. For example, take a look at this screenshot. If you ask the Fi interface that how many times in the last 14 months did I order from Swiggy, it will give you an answer. So tracking your expenses becomes much easier. That's one. Second, these neobanks can help you save according to your goals that you have predefined. For example, take a look at this screenshot. Now here, your goal could be saving more for Diwali, saving more for your emergency fund, donating more to NGOs. So in 1st of every month or 5th of every month, whenever your salary hits, so you can dedicate a little bit of money to these goals or add or delete goals as per you like. Third, neobanks can help you create a specific reward system for yourself. Now, in order to become a consistent saver and build a system, it's very important to get rewarded. So these banks allow you to do that. Now, how exactly? So let me explain that via an example. Here is a screenshot that you can take a look at, and it specifically says that every time you're ordering food, you put 100 rupees aside. Then you can use that 100 rupee to make investments in mutual funds or buy a gym membership to burn those extra calories. So you can create a reward mechanism or a contingency mechanism. So this will keep you motivated towards your goal. So in conclusion, we live currently in a world where apps, systems, processes are making you spend more and more money. That is the goal, right, of the entire corporate world. So I would definitely support any systems, structures, companies that actually are helping you save more of your money, because the money saved is somewhat money earned, and that is the money that you can invest and grow and gain financial independence in early part of your life. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your feedback and I would love to hear from you. My question at last is that how do you save money? I would love to know your strategies and I would love to do a Q&A on this very specific topic. So I will see you the next time. Do give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends.